boy, King David, the people's champ. Let's go. Shout out to my new subscribers, my TikTok family. If it wasn't for you guys, and none of this would be possible. Let's turn the Wi-Fi off. Shout out to my replay gang. It'll take a moment for you to do that. And look, guys, meat and potatoes today. And also, you know, it might not be 18 minutes because my battery is at 11%. So we'll do the best we can as long as we can. Oh, 10%. Not even 11%, 10%. So we'll do the best we can as long as we can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can't have perfection every time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some of that sunlight in there. There we go. So, anyway, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Only a narcissist will tell you what your healing should look like. Look, you guys. Oh, sorry. Shout out to my members, working on that. Shout out to all y'all. Lost my train of thought for a minute. For all the likes and the shares and the comments, man. Listen, even the unsubscribed, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the likes. You guys are dope. You guys are keeping us afloat, and I got the new channel out, y'all. You don't want to miss that. We're going to wild out over there on that narc bully channel. It's going to be all that narc hating stuff that you love so much. It's going to be back to the good old days. You remember those days? But we're on the narc's ass. You remember those days, y'all? Man, it seemed like this yesterday, man. We be over here chopping it up in the truck or whatever. Heavy pressure on those narcs. Y'all remember those days, man. Man, you know, now it got kind of, you know what I'm saying, part of the healing journey. You know what I mean? Hey, what's going on, gorgeous? What's going on, love? Hey, look, we were talking about the good old days back when we started off. You know, we were doing with these narcs, man. You know what I'm saying? Heavy pressure every day. But that's what the Narc Bully channel is going to be about. And it's going to be some fun over there, too. But it's going to really be me exploring and kind of like making sure I get all my shadow side stuff out over there so it doesn't trickle in over here. I can keep it meat and potatoes, you know what I'm saying, on the healing journey, right? Because we're beyond that on this part of the, you know what I'm saying, this side of the house, right? We're healed enough. You know, it's a lifelong lesson of healing. But, you know, we're dating now. We're loving life. I want to start making videos talking about inspirational things on this channel. But I don't want you guys to miss out. I'm still going to drop some narc videos on here. You know, obviously the titles are going to be the same. But they're going to be more positive here. Whereas on the other channel, it's going to be that same old flavor, baby. For all of y'all that are still going through it, we're going to get that same old swing over there. I'm going to be heavy pressure on these narcs. You know what I'm saying? And we're not, you know what I mean? We're going to lay the foot on the neck. We're not going to get off that. Okay? So, look, join me on the Lone Wolf Narc Bully. That's the other channel for now. Lone Wolf Narc Bully. Now, that being said, let's talk about this. When you have someone critiquing your healing journey, I want you guys to try to think about who it's coming from. Do you think it's coming from a genuine, you know what I'm saying, place of good intent? Or is there possibly an agenda behind what's being said? And I want you to think in the way of, you don't know if it's an agenda, but if it makes you think twice about what they say, that's your intuition. You know, I want you to think about that. If you have to think twice about what's said to you, that's your intuition saying, I don't know. There's something funky about this. Smell a narc in the air. You know what I mean? So you want to read into that a little bit more. You don't want to just be taking, especially if they're volunteering the advice. But if it's kind of like funky, it just seems like what they said was kind of backhanded a little bit, because everybody knows how to talk. They keep jobs, don't they? They know how to speak to their employer, their co-workers, their family. So why should they say something to you that's got you thinking twice? Oh, you did? I'm telling you, and I did too. I watched a video from supposedly a work colleague, come to find out snake in the grass. But, you know, it happens all the time. I don't really pay them no attention like that. So when I actually do on one of the videos, I'm like, wait a minute. That's Goofy's talking junk about me. Trying to be slick. You corny goofball. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know, and you just got to be careful because they get off on just thinking that they're being slick with their dissing, their sneak dissing and stuff. And it's really like, when you look at it, it's like kindergarten type of, you know what I mean? These idiots can't even like sneak diss on a high level enough. That's why it didn't trigger me in the beginning, because I I had to lower my level of thought to be like, oh, this is like some kindergarten type of drama. Corny. And this is how you know that they're talking. And okay, listen, when you're getting advice from someone or speaking to someone, but they're talking to you in a way, even if they bring themselves up like, oh, I'm so excited to see where you're at right now. You know what I mean? You know, you look great. I mean, for a while, you were looking kind of, ooh, what are you talking about? Shut up. What are you talking to? You thought I was going to go by without me noticing it? Or were you hoping that I would? Right? Like, that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. You know, they'll be like, nice outfit. And, you know, you're showing them, like, you know, your promotion. And they might say something like, yeah, man, for a while, you're looking kind of dusty. So so this is sneak dissing. This is low IQ, cowardly, passive aggressiveness. That's what this is. And, you know, whether they think they're getting away with it or not, they might think that you notice it, but they feel safe because, you know, if they're sneak dissing you this way, they're speaking to other people about you. And there's someone else or a couple of few others or a group, you know what I'm saying, or work group or whatever, that's talking bad about you. That's just the one that had the guts enough to try to do it to your face. So you know what you have going on. You know what I mean? So let's say you just get through getting out of a relationship, or you're thinking about getting out of one. And, you know, this is what this is about, where people are describing, you know, in a not great way while you were going through it, and then trying to make it seem like now that you're out of it, you're like, oh, you look so much better. You don't describe me like that the way you did. Like, that doesn't work for me. My real friends and family wouldn't talk like that. Would you like for someone to talk to you that way? Would you? Because there's all kind of words that can be used, and there's also shaming languages and words used to make you feel some type of way. Now, I don't have an ego, so you know, I got a clown throwing shaming languages towards me. Okay, also here's something else. Like, a jealous person will say something like this: a loser, a lame, probably a narcissist. You're doing whatever you're doing. You're not even talking about it in a big way, but you're getting fit. They're noticing it. Everyone else is noticing it. They might say something to you when they're giving you advice like, hey, you know, you're looking great and working out is great, but don't obsess over it now. Being obsessed over it is what are you talking about? That's more shade from this corny goofball goober, right? That's them being jealous of what you've accomplished, but what they're telling you is how they're shading you behind your back, right? And you got to pay attention to it. So when someone says something like, don't be obsessed, they're talking about you in a way behind your back, saying they just stay in the gym. That's all they do. They ain't got nothing better to do. Everybody else is working, can't do that. It wouldn't matter if I was working 5 jobs. I'm still gonna get in shape. I'll be working out at the jobs. You're just lazy and you're not making time to get fit. And it's not that important to you, but you think you can shade someone by saying, well, you know, it's great getting in shape, but don't obsess over the gym. What are you talking about? How would you know who's obsessed over the gym, right? I could easily say, stop obsessing over sex with your spouse or your significant other and go to the gym during that time, or save that energy and go to the gym with it. But I don't want to be in your business or your life like that. So don't tell me what to do with the energy that I allocated, you know what I'm saying, to do my workouts with. That's corny. That's corny. You know, when you do that, it makes me work out harder. It's like, yo, I'm looking good. You couldn't even give me that without giving me a backhanded compliment. You had to say something because it bothers you so much that I'm just that fit. You know, what happens is these people, they make a lot of money and they enjoy seeing you and make content seeing you in a certain place. And their content and the way they like to talk about you revolves around you staying hurt or staying in a certain place or coming off that way. Once you heal and you go through that and you move on, all the crap they talk, especially if they're claiming to be intuitive, it's coming to a screeching halt. It's like, whoa, they made it seem like, well, you know, that you're going to be in that way all the time with whoever they're talking about, not knowing that you're going to bring yourself out of the situation, look better than before. So what can they do about that? How can they make what you're doing right now into a bad thing? Well, I'll tell you how they'll do it. They'll start gaslighting you with weird things like that. They'll start saying things like, you know, hey, you know, you're healed and everything, but you really haven't healed until you get a divine partner. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Scott? They'll say you really haven't healed until you get a divine partner. Why do I need somebody? Why can't I be great by myself? Why do I need somebody? What are you talking about? And then they'll say, well, if you're not, it's great to love God and to be in a relationship with God and be single, but we're here on this planet to be with other people. Why are you concerned with what someone's doing that don't want to be with somebody else? Why can't you just go find somebody that wants to be with somebody else? Why do you need to drop rhetoric to talk people that don't want to be with somebody else into being with somebody else? Why are you concerned? There's so many other things that you could be concerned with. There's other men you could be finding that want to be in relationships, or women. Why are you trying to find a way to guilt somebody that doesn't want to date somebody or date people into dating? Why? These are the kind of questions I ask. I just don't let people get away with just saying any old thing and talking any old kind of way, because a lot of it is just, it's a hater. It's a bunch of haters hating on you. They're not aware that that they're grouping up and talking about you behind your back, but you know that people are cowards, especially haters. So if a hater says something to you, they've had to have run that hate by somebody else, if not a couple other few. So that means you got a couple other few people hating on you. You know what I'm saying? And when I was on YouTube, like I was in the fitness community, it was a community of us. It was like a bunch of us, right? You would never even know that we all knew each other. It's the same thing with the spiritual thing. But these idiots think that I don't know that they know each other, man. And they're getting, it's childish. It's cornballs that have nothing else better to do. If they were in relationships that fulfilled them, they would not be online doing this cornball mind games type of stuff with an attractive man that, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, if you want to just apply it to someone giving you regular advice and they sound corny like that, then you need to be looking at, who is it? Is it a male? If you're a female, is it a male friend of yours? Could he be jealous of the fact that you don't want to date him? If you're a guy and you got some female that you're not really attracted to, or right now you're not really ready, and she's telling you need to go date somebody, or you should be thinking about it, or you should heal enough to where who are you to tell me that I haven't healed enough to date? Do you see, what's your agenda? Why are you watching me so hard? You've developed what you believe my best course of action is for me. Why would you think I wouldn't know? And why are you trying to justify you pushing, projecting onto me what you think I should do and hiding it behind advice and all these goofy, words and shit? Exactly what it is. Definitely glad you brought that up. It's okay if you're doing all right, but when you yourself start shining to a point, or you start really getting in your purpose, and that purpose is beyond these people's, I guess, comprehension or comfort zone, when they had you in this mindset, or they want to think of you in the mindset of the person that was kind of traumatized going through the healing you were going through. Now you're elevated to a point where they can see you being a doggone superstar and even having movies made. Because let's be real. Isn't my story like a movie? So they see you literally have a movie that can be based off of your story. They're just internet nobodies. So, or nobodies in your community, or, you know what I'm saying? Make it apply, right? So, you know what I'm saying? They will find different ways to try to make you feel smaller than what you are. But you're not knowing this because you're kind of trusting these people. I don't trust anyone, right? This is the reason why everybody gets upset with me when I say I listen to no one, and I trust no one like that. Because it's like, well, how can I manipulate him if he doesn't trust anyone? How can I get into his psyche if he's already thinking I'm going to do it? How can I manipulate him and throw him off, or try to get him to start thinking about or focusing on things other than what, I can see that he's going to be huge for? Let me go ahead and throw him off his path a little bit, and, through the influence or him thinking that I'm his friend or something. I'm not going to fall for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you. We're all going through it. All of us that are on my same frequency, we're going through this right now. So I just get to be a representation of you guys. Y'all are all going through it too. So with that being said, my phone's about to die on me. It's trying to die on me. I'm over looking at these Puerto Rican chicks. Man, y'all, did I get 15 minutes? That's not long enough. I need 18 minutes. You guys to give me 18 minutes. Don't do it to me. It's getting dark, y'all. The phone's getting dark. You know it got that 1%. Let me see. 2%. Y'all, I'm about to end it on 15 minutes. Doggone it. It was getting good too. Join me on the other channel, the Narc Bully channel, where I will go into part 2. Love y'all. Hit this button. Don't you die on me. Don't you die.